few months since I moved into my apartment, and I thought it would be fun to do a little cook dinner with me video in my apartment kitchen. This is the infamous kitchen that has been infested with roaches since we moved in, but honestly I think it's gotten a lot better. I don't see a roach every single day. There are days where I don't see a roach at all, which is good. Before, at the very beginning, it was like roaches every day all the time. Also, I'm noticing how frizzy my hair looks. I did just take a shower, so that's what's happening. It's still drying, so just ignore that. And we had a moment where our light was flickering, but that's fixed now. So I thought it would be fun to do a little cook with me videos. Today on the menu, it's not like an actual dish. I'm kind of like making it in my own way. The inspo is ratatouille, like from the movie Ratatouille, but instead of like following an actual ratatouille recipe and doing all that, I'm just using ingredients that I like to make something similar to that. So it's kind of my own recipe, I suppose, but I am following the cooking times for ratatouille, just the ingredients aren't necessarily what you would find in a ratatouille. So I have this really cute little dish. Let me show you. Looking at it now, it is very little, so honestly I don't think it's gonna work. I was gonna use this because it's like the perfect little shape, but I think it might be too little because with ratatouille you like arrange it. You basically cut up a bunch of different veg in like little circles. So kind of like squash, zucchini, eggplant, I don't know if tomatoes in it. And then you arrange it in the dish like in a little spiral. And I think this might be too little now that I'm looking at it. But what I was gonna do is I got some Roma tomatoes, which are like the smaller ones. I have half of a squash, a yellow squash, half of a zucchini because I used them for a different recipe earlier this week. And then I have, I think, 6 little baby red potatoes. In my head, I don't know why I thought this was bigger, but I'm gonna wash them, cut them up, put them in this little pan. Maybe a different pan, honestly. I have a square one, but I don't know if that would work because it's supposed to be in a circle. Whatever, I am making up a recipe, so it doesn't really matter. And then I was gonna put a little sauce on them. So that's what we're doing today. Let's cook, ladies. Usually I'm a baker, so I like to do like sweets and pastries, but today we're gonna cook. Let's do something savory. Why not? So this is the other dish that I have. It is a bit bigger, so maybe we'll do 2. At one point of the recipe you're supposed to cover it, so that's why I have a cute lid for that one, but this one I do not have a lid for, so womp womp. We'll see how it goes. Let's get the ingredients. Clearly I don't still feel comfortable enough to use my kitchen because we do still have all of our food in storage bins because I don't trust these cabinets at all. I don't know if I ever will unless we move. So we've got 3 Roma tomatoes, my half of a squash, half of a zucchini, and then these Sunburst Blend bite-sized potatoes. Hopefully that's a good amount of each ingredient. One important step to make this go by quicker is we should probably preheat the oven. For this one, she does 375. So that's what we're gonna do. Start, and I'm gonna turn the light on. Yay, preheating. So step 1 is gonna be to cut and wash all of our veggies, but I'll flip that camera angle down so you can see me chopping. Also, don't judge me, I feel like I'm kind of shitty at chopping like vegetables. They're all gonna be a circle, so it shouldn't be too hard, and hopefully it turns out cute. Might be a little crooked, but you can kind of see the cutting board. My tripod's crooked, so it's gonna be at an angle. Let's start with these. Zucchini. I wanted to do eggplant, but I didn't realize how girthy eggplants are. Ta-da! I want them to be thin, but not too thin. So we'll just put this to the side. Squash. Beautiful! Alright, up next. Tomato. It honestly feels a little mushy. Hopefully it's okay. Looks okay to me. That was a horrible cut though. did my best with that. But the tomatoes are gonna be a bit bigger. We might only need 2. This one's pretty small. Ta-da! There's our veggies. Lastly, we have our potatoes. I'm just gonna cut them on the paper towel because there's not a lot of room on the cutting board, and they're pretty small anyway. We kind of have a lot here, so I think I'm only gonna do these 4 and then I'll save these 2 for a different time. It looks so beautiful and healthy. Look at that. Looking at this and then looking at my dishes, we're definitely gonna have a lot of extra. Good thing I do have this dish too, so I can also put stuff in here. Okay, now we're gonna push that to the side and do the sauce because the girl's ratatouille recipe, she did a little bit of sauce in the pan and then she put everything on it and then put more sauce on top. So, the sauce is gonna be pretty simple. We're gonna do probably a ½ cup of this Prego, it's like a no sugar added traditional tomato sauce. And then maybe 2 tablespoons of this Skinny Girl balsamic vinaigrette. Obviously it'll depend since I have so many dishes now. This is when I was just gonna do 1 dish, but you might have to make more obviously given how much food we have here. So let's measure out the pasta sauce. I'm just using this little bowl, hopefully that's enough. So this is a 1/4 cup, so we'll just do 2 of these. And then the vinaigrette. I know you can't see it. I had to put the camera back up because it almost fell. This is 2 tablespoons. I love this vinaigrette. I've been using it a lot lately. It's yummy. Here's how it looks. We'll just mix it up here. I love using little silverware. It smells like balsamic. That's kind of an overpowering smell. Okay, starting with my cute little dish. I'm gonna tilt the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I really hope this doesn't fall. Famous last words. Okay, so I'm just gonna scoop a little bit in here. Kind of coat the bottom of the pan. Probably should have done cooking spray or something too, but oh well, I already started. Maybe I'll do all like the littler pieces, so I guess we're just gonna go around in a circle. So we got zucchini, potato, and we're gonna alternate tomato. It's not gonna look as cute as in my head. Squash, it's okay. Starting with potato. It's not really gonna go in a circle, but I'm trying. That's about as good as I can do it there. Honestly, that looks so cute. Are you kidding me? That looks cute as fuck. Okay, and then we're just gonna drizzle some more sauce on top. Kind of like so. And then obviously I'll add some like Italian seasoning and like pepper or something on it when I take it out. But okay, have that to the side. Now let's do this one. Because I'm just gonna cook them all at the same time probably. Because I don't have time to wait that long. The tomato is way bigger than all the others, but it's okay. Ta-da! We did run out of tomato, but that's okay because that means I can just do these 2 dishes. We don't have to worry about that other one. Okay, but let's pour this on top. So this is about how much we had left over. A few potatoes, a few zucchini, squash. So, you know, not horrible. But look how cute. Ta-da! here are our two little dishes. So freaking cutie. This one's so cute. But the oven has preheated. We're at 375, so I'm gonna pop them in. Let me recheck my recipe. So basically these are gonna bake at 375 for 30 minutes covered, but this one I guess I'm just not gonna cover. And then you take them out and then you uncover them and bake for an additional 15 minutes. And then I'll add my seasonings and stuff, but I don't know, I guess it'll be an experiment to see how it turns out when you cover it the whole time and if you don't. So let's put them in. Maybe I'll put it on a baking dish, just in case. Alright, in they go. 30 minutes, let's go. This is what we had left over. This is potato, zucchini, squash, so I guess I just had too much potato. I'm just gonna try and fit it all in this really tiny Tupperware and maybe I'll bake it up tomorrow with something, I don't know. So cutie.
Later.
Alright girlies, 45 minutes later, this is how she looks. So this one was covered for 30 minutes and then uncovered for 15. This one was just uncovered the whole time. You can see it's still kind of like bubbling a little bit, like it looks like it's alive, but honestly it looks so freaking cute. Like it got a little bit like, not burnt, but like a little bit crispy, you know, like you can see like the scorch marks or the burn marks on top. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit because it does seem like it's still super hot because I did just take it out, but it looks so cute. Like it literally looks like ratatouille. And then I'll add some spice and do a little taste test. I'll let you guys know how it ends up tasting, but I think it's gonna taste good. It's probably really good for you because it's a bunch of vegetables, and the pasta sauce is good too because it's no sugar added. So hey, we're winning today. Look at that.
Three days later.
Oh my gosh, I realized I totally forgot to update you guys on what I thought about the ratatouille because I was just eating it for dinner and watching Glee, so I wasn't like talking about it in the moment, but I thought it was super good. It was really easy to make and really nutritious and flavorful. Made me feel really full though because I probably made a little bit too much. Looking back, I'll probably just do it in that square pan and not the little circle one because that one ended up being way too small. The rectangle one was kind of the perfect size, and also I did end up having a little bit extra of the veggies and the potatoes. I think I did 4 potatoes, so instead of that I would probably just do 3 because I had like basically a whole one left over, and like even half of a zucchini and half of a squash was kind of a lot. And I also only ended up using 2 Roma tomatoes, so I probably, if I just did the one pan, I would probably only need like 1.5 of a tomato, but then it's like what do you do with the other half of the tomato, you know? So there's that whole issue, but it ended up turning out pretty good in my opinion, so maybe I'll make it again at some point. I don't need to make it anytime soon, but it was super good and super yummy, and for my first time making it, it looks like something that's complicated, but it's very easy. It's literally cutting vegetables and pouring sauce, so I guess it's not really hard at all. But I liked it. I thought it was yummy, and I love all those ingredients, so obviously I was gonna like it. So that's my update, and it was yummy. Yay, cooking is fun. Okay.